I'm gonna carve my way in through this video. Hey there everybody, how's it going? In our last video we told you about this cool American indie record label mom+pop, or mom and pop music, and how they have quite a lot of our favorite bands under their wing. If you haven't seen the video, I highly recommend you to do it. You can find it by clicking right here. Go watch it if you haven't seen it yet. Do it. Today we review their latest music release. Aussie psychedelic electronic indie rock pop trio JAGWAR Ma came out with their sophomore record called Every Now and Then. It was actually available for the listen quite some time before, so we've already lived with that record for a bit, and all the upcoming thoughts of this review might not be so from the first listen through fresh. The perception didn't change at all. I loved that record from the start and I still love it. I still find it really good. JAGWAR Ma's sound is perfect for getting lost both physically and mentally. Their debut album Howling from 2013 is a flawlessly deconstructed yet complicated anthem of this insane atmospheric pop music. Unfortunately, I haven't got a chance to see them live yet, but from checking out their recorded gigs, their shows seem to have even more psych and some sort of like narcotic effect. Just like drugs, their stuff is probably not for everyone. I've heard some people talk shit. Okay, I've heard some people talk that they lack stability or form in their songs, or that Gabriel Winterfield, the frontman of the band, not being a really strong vocalist. What can I say in their defense is that both Gabriel's vocals and the sound metamorphosis fit perfectly for this kind of sound, for this kind of band, for this kind of psychedelic music. Winterfield's voice and guitar, JAGWAR Ma's layers of synths, beats, and a great sense of modern experimental production, plus additional bass from Jack Freeman and guest drum sets from Warpaint's Stella Mozgawa. They all create this interesting cut of experimental pop with spectrum of ranging guitars, extensive keyboards, squelching synths, distant lyrics, soaring vocals, and foggy visions. All that pours onto you on the first longer tracks on the album after the intro filler one. The second on the album, Say What You Feel. The mild flirtation of the welcoming guitar of the track is giving me life. The maracas, or whatever are these, around the chorus of the track are such a quirky little cute detail, plus the groovy synths and drum beat of the track. This one may lack this huge sing-along chorus, which isn't really a problem since the point of the track isn't about to be a chant. The next one though, Loose Ends, fits perfectly for this, with its much banger chorus, providing the title for the album even. And also it has this beautiful, neat, synthy instrumental bridges. I could honestly imagine this song play in every cool underground dance club in some psycho trip hop remix. One of the main singles of the album, Give Me a Reason, surprisingly doesn't really work for me that well. I dig the 90s rap machine effect, which is actually pretty much is a topic at a lot of points on this album, and also I like this noisy experimental chaos by the end of this track. But overall, I don't know, it's one of the least favorite ones on the album, and it's a lead single. I remember hearing that track in the live recorded version, I think Glastonbury this year, with some amazing give me a reason, give me a reason loop the band loves so much. It was even longer than this record's 7 minutes version, I think, but it was so good, didn't feel exhausting or boring. So I think remixes might actually fix this single for me. And oh man, the amoeba or whatever its name dance routine at the end of this track for the lulls of it is a great thing on the album. Probably the funniest thing I heard from JAGWAR Ma, musically or whatever, lyrically. This band is great. Ordinary track has even more energy and this racing through the tunnels of the night city vibe. Chorus is beautiful. One of the record's leading band growth moments, Winterfield described this track as rapping without the actual rapping. And there's a definite hip-hop texture, plus some amazing relaxing big percussion. This bass layers sounds really good. And when it slowly fades away, you feel sad because you want to keep listening to it. The staged simplicity of the verses and the blasting pop chorus of Batter Up track show a very different side of JAGWAR Ma. Big landscapes and huge scenery. I think at this point in their career, they're actually realizing and seeing the bigger picture. Probably because of the 3 years straight touring they did, supporting all these different big bands or on their own through all these different amazing countries of the world, perhaps even the whole galaxy. The album is very spacey. Another lead single, OB1, I think that's how it pronounces, right? Again, doesn't represent something as exciting as all the other tracks on the record. Masgawa's drumming is fascinating, yet the whole track seems a bit dissonant, especially within the subject matter of the track. This one actually might work for some of you who loves all the different states of mind collapsing together, kind of like one of these fucked up dreams where the reality blasts with all the different types of unexpected sequences. Sleeping track is perfection. Its techno touch with Gabriel's ease vocal performance provides such a beautiful, all-loving sound. The placement of this as one of the last songs on the album works also so well. I really like the production and the flow of this track. To the contrary of Easy Breezy Sleeping, High Rotations, the next song, has this harsh, piercing thriller background, which fits more to a modern industrial type of record. Here, Gabriel's voice doesn't feel as fulfilling. Vocally, you want something more aggressive or rough, though even the fact of this track's existence as something on the sophomore album is a wow fact. The relevant few seconds ending / transition into the penultimate track, Don't Make It Right, feels like a paradise entrance. It isn't a single track, more like a filler track, but the beauty of this one is irresistible. I'd die listening to it live, I think. It's the kind of music that gets you really high, and higher is the kind of music you get lost in. Fading away into the void could work perfectly for this album's ending, but instead we have Colors in Paradise, which after everything we've heard on that record sound just a bit simple and fillerish. I don't know, it's okay I guess. So what exactly do I love about this record? Its fittable, extreme shape-shifting nature. You never really know how this song will end, but the change happens so organically. You don't even stop grooving really. It's an endless 4 a.m. party in the middle of an open-air summer dance floor. It's arena-esque feel. Arena-esque, you know? I definitely sense the Tame Impala support tour influence here a lot. Almost all the tracks on the album have this huge explosive touch, as if the goal of this album, of this music, was to reach the very, very last seats on the farthest tribune of the stadium, of the arena. And it's such a good growth for the band. I think it's great. It's very different from the debut album. The foggy, dreamy idiosyncrasy of the band is here, is still here. They took the good from the debut and progressed with it. It's still very spontaneous and chaotic, but different, worked through more, or maybe just worked in a very different manner. It's much more electronic and I think even a little bit more experimental, and might not fit into the average radio hit compilation album, though I'm pretty convinced that it's a great soundtrack for every cool modern dance party, especially if it includes drugs. It's a good treat music. Jaguar Ma are so up close to the golden top now, and it feels so right. It feels so deserved. Really look forward to their upcoming releases and sound experiments. What do you think of the second album, Every Now and Then? Did you like it? What's your favorite track in it? Maybe something was a bit let us know in the comments down below. My favorite track is probably Loose Ends. It's pretty fantastic. It's a pretty fantastic track. Don't forget to check out all the other reviews we did. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to our channel for more stuff like this and other stuff we do about music. Don't stress, chill out, and for now, peace off.